Hello, I'm Dr. Tom Schwieterman. Welcome to Thoughts with Leaders. I can't tell you how often we use STEM principles in what we do. We did a clinical study which had very advanced statistical modeling behind it to determine whether our claim was true or not. We're constantly looking at ways to evaluate our medical devices through engineering-based practices and understanding how we can test our solutions in new and novel ways. On the arts side, we're identifying how that interaction between the doctor and the patient occurs. STEM really is the ultimate sort of foundation for how we design and build new products at Midmark. In fact, I sometimes think that we are one of the quintessential STEM companies because of that. So I often get people who come in and look at what we do, and when we explain the processes behind our work, they're often surprised at how deep and sophisticated many of those processes are. And I think that's a testament to the fact that we hire people that are deep into STEM disciplines to make sure that we're absolutely certain when a product goes out the door that it's the right product doing the right things just as we designed it. When I was young, my aunt said to me and others that young people don't realize how powerful they are. I had no idea what that meant when I was a kid, but as I'm getting older and a few gray hairs on my head, I'm beginning to understand it. When you're young, you have abundant energy, you're just in a learning mode, you have the ability to take risks because you don't have a lot of family obligations to cover, and also you have this immense opportunity of time that you can dedicate yourself to something that over time will yield you good results. The one thing I don't aspire to for young leaders is do what you're passionate about. Of course, I want you to follow the passions, but you got to do what's marketable and what you can earn a living at, and you got to find that happy marriage between those two. So I'd say work hard, follow your dreams and passions, but at the same time, always be preparing yourself every step along the way for the next step on your journey. I'll leave you with this. One thing I've realized over my career is you never know when you're being interviewed, and I don't mean formally interviewed. I mean you don't know when you're being put on the spot, when people are really looking at you to see what you're capable of. And oftentimes as I look back, those moments where I was being, quote, interviewed were times I didn't expect it. And so always be prepared and prepare yourself over and above what you think you might need, because when you get to those interview spots that you aren't expecting and you shine, that's when you really get put on a new plateau. One of the benefits of being older with a little gray hair is that you start to realize when something very significant is happening around you and what your profession is. Obviously, I've lived through several of those, whether it's the imaging and technology and healthcare, whether it's genomic therapies. I see AI as this next frontier of true innovation. If you think about what's happening in our primary care world, up to 80% of our primary care physicians are overworked and overburdened with care tasks, bureaucratic requirements, documentation. And on top of that, they're cognitively overloaded with too much information all at once. AI has a possibility. It's already showing the evidence that it's dropping that cognitive burden, the documentation requirement time. It's giving these practitioners the opportunity to go back to what they're trying to do in the first place, which is practice medicine. I like to say it's the practice of medicine being given back to those who are the practitioners of medicine. So I'm really excited about AI. We're studying it very, very deeply here at Midmark because we understand the clinical care ecosystem is going to change with this new technology, and we got to be right there with our customers. Thanks for following me around today with Thoughts with Leaders. I enjoyed it very much. Until next time.